Hey guys, and welcome to Dave Weber's Foot Zoning. I'm Dave Weber, and I am here to give you some examples today of different clients that I have worked with throughout the past little while, and tell you about their experiences with finding healing and strength through foot zoning. I will give each person a different name to protect their identity, obviously. So I'm gonna have a little bit of fun here with it as well. Everyone's name is gonna rhyme with Larry, okay? So just have fun with that. I want to start off with this first gentleman. His name is Gary. Gary has had a lot of gout issues for a very long time. These gout deposits, namely in the toe area and in one of his knees, has caused him great pain and uneasiness trying to work outside. So he found out that I was foot zoning and gave me a try. In process of time, we were able to get that gout cleared out and help him to become pain-free. My second example is a lady named Mary. She has had a lot of interesting and very tough hormone unbalanced situations. It's been really rough for her with her female cycles. She's also dealt with muscle pain and stiffness in her hip with the muscles attached there. So through foot zoning, we were able to get her hormones balanced and get those muscle pains and stiffnesses completely loosened up so that is not even an issue anymore. My third example here, we will call her Jerry. Jerry has had some low back pain, and we found out that it was from constipation. So through a foot zone session and working those bowels really well, she was able to be relieved and have better bowel motility. We next have a young man named Harry. Harry has dealt with most of his life the stomach ulcer and painful acid reflux and gallbladder pains. So he's also been skeptical about foot zoning and other natural things as well. So we gave it a shot. He allowed me to grab his feet, and he was incredibly pleased, and so was I, that the next day the stomach ulcer pains, the acid reflux that has been plaguing him, and then the gallbladder, started to function a little bit better. It takes consistent foot zoning sessions to be able to really, lick these issues for good. But he's a believer now, and we've had several sessions since then. This other young man, we'll call Barry, he has also dealt with gout pain, primarily in his toes, which was just awfully painful with each step that he would take. So we got him foot zoned and reduced that pain the very next day. He's walking around and is feeling better. If you've ever been foot zoned by me, you may notice I like to follow up. I really like to know how you're doing. And so when I am able to tell you in this talk that they are feeling better the next day, I really can tell you that they are. So my next example is a lady named Terry. Now Terry is just wonderfully in tune with her body. She was having a lot of headaches and called me up. So I went over working on her feet. We got to the head part and she felt relief immediately. It did not take long for that headache to just go away. Such is the quickness of receiving a foot zone at times. On a different occasion, just a fun little story, and to show her in tuneness with her body. So I was just working on the eye socket, as part of the skull, and she was able to feel energy fluctuate through her eye socket. That was kind of funny, kind kind of fascinating. Just the immediate results that you feel in your actual body from foot zoning. I love it. This next lady is Cherry, and she unfortunately had dealt with cancer and the awful side effects of the cancer treatments, which has left her digestive system and liver having issues of their own. And so to get those fixed up, I worked on her liver and intestines a lot, and we were able to get to the point where she was able to break up her food a lot better and be relieved of constipation. Again, another situation where consistent foot zoning sessions will bring about lasting results. However, we just need to, do our best. Not all my clients live in the same area, so it's hard to get to everyone sometimes. My next example is a client named Sherry. Throughout her entire life, she's dealt with severe constipation. Her bowels are just immobilized, they just won't hardly budge. So she has to take other relieving herbal substances and things to just help her out, And she's dealt with irritability in the bowels. It doesn't take more than about a half a day later, after she gets foot zoned, to have a lot of those symptoms relieved. All right, my final example is a lady named Perry. I believe she might have had a sprain or a break in her ankle, which has caused her tightness in her lower leg and muscles around the ankle. As I was foot zoning, she got very, very relaxed, and her muscles in her ankle, which has been tight for a long time ever since that accident, she noticed that the muscles started to loosen up over the zone. And we got done. She was just so excited that, there's such a huge difference. Oh, and it brings me such joy to see people relieved of those nuisances. I've had other experiences. Most people will have just these other normal positive side effects of foot zoning that we'll cover right now. After a zone, they may feel a huge burden lift off of them, like stress relieved. They may feel very energized or more calm and relaxed. Some even just need to take a nap afterwards. It just depends on how your body responds to a zone. And then, a lot of times, you sleep really, really good that night. Oh, pretty exciting, huh? Alrighty, might as well talk about me just for a second. If you recall from my first talk, I've dealt with a lot of health issues growing up. It hasn't been fun. It has caused me to search out different ways to relieve my aches and pains, so to speak. So I work primarily on my digestive system. That's been the topic of my life, trying to get that taken care of, and trying to get mucus production, having to sneeze and blow my nose all the time, to get those taken care of so I can foot zone myself. And I have noticed a difference, a very good difference in how my digestive system works better, especially the breakdown of food, and then a reduction in sinus pressure and things like that. I hope that you have been edified and uplifted by these wonderful examples, these messages of people who have experienced great relief of these different pains. And obviously there's just so many other ailments out there. Your pancreas needs a boost, for example. Foot zone can help out with that, help get the beta cells functioning again to produce that insulin. If your brain is just cloudy and can't focus and things are just hard that way, guess what? The brain is focused on heavily in the zone, and it is designed to where the energy pathways are opened up as I foot zone. It is just a wonderful thing. I love alternative medicine, and I feel that because I have so many tidbits of knowledge, it is time in my life to share these things with you, share my passion. So I hope to continue to see you around so that I can share with you some more of my secrets, if you will, that I have found that works wonders for myself that you may relate to if you have similar issues, or general things that would help your overall health or even boost your immune system. I'm Dave Weber. These are Dave Weber's Foot Zoning Talks. Remember to always live in love and truth.